Well, hi guys, welcome back to another episode of Eek Acres. In this video, I wanted to give you guys some really good advice, and this is something anybody can do. It only takes a little bit of your time. I wanted to talk about how the average American in this country today, the average American does not have not even $500 saved up for an emergency fund. $500. And to tell you the truth, you guys, there's absolutely no excuse for that, and I'm going to show you why. And I'm going to show you guys how you can make money on the cheap. And it's all about what you're looking for and what you're going after. This isn't just about buying anything and everything. This is seeking things out that have value, and you can get it for pennies on the dollar. Now, this coming weekend, today is Tuesday, and this coming weekend, holiday weekend coming up, we have two towns that are going to be having town-wide sales. One is 15 minutes to the south, the other one is 15 minutes to the north, and we're going to hit them both. And I wanted to show you guys some things to look for. I pick this stuff up so cheap all the time, and I continue to do so because this is how you could put hundreds upon hundreds of dollars into a savings account. Because when you sell these things, you want to take the profits from it and put it away and just continue to live on whatever income that you're currently living on right now. And this is how you can get a savings that will exceed what the average American doesn't even have. I'm going to show you guys what you want to look for at sales. Number one, I just picked this up at a household sale for $5. It looks like it's never been used, and it's from 2017. I picked this up at a household sale, and it looks like it's never been used. It's a CD player and a cassette player, and it's by Sony, and it's this little compact radio. The plug unplugs from the unit because this unit will also run on batteries. And when you buy radios, you always want to check the battery compartment to make sure nobody left batteries in it and it's not corroded. It works, it's tested, and this thing is like new. I paid $5 for this radio, and this same exact radio that you're looking at right here in this video just sold on Etsy for $125. And it's only from 2017. $125 this just sold for on somebody's Etsy, and they got that price for it, and I only paid $5 for it. Other ones you want to look for that draw lots of money. And I'm going to put some sold comps in here on eBay to prove to you guys the kind of money these kind of radios are getting. Everybody remembers these that's old enough. Boom boxes from the 80s, or also known as a ghetto blaster. People used to put them up on their shoulder and jam their music. These come in all kinds of makes and models and different sizes. This is a General Electric. It's a vintage 3-band equalizer with a cassette player, and it's a radio, and it also records. It has a built-in mic, and the compartment. Now these all have their cords. I just took the cord off so I could demonstrate. Open up the battery compartment and look at the battery compartment. You want to make sure that nothing is left in there and nothing is corroded. You're going to look for green corrosion and a bunch of dirt and stuff like that. You want to find them as clean as possible. This radio right here, I picked up for $5. For $5, and this radio right here is worth anywhere from $100 to $150 on eBay. And this thing works and cranks and blasts beautifully. And you also want to check the antennas. You want to make sure that the tip is intact, that it's not bent, that it's nice and straight, and that the original antenna is intact. But if it's not a deal breaker, because you can buy an antenna on eBay for $10. So say I got this for $5, and say if it was missing its antenna, it'd be worth it to make the $10 investment to put an antenna on it. Then I'd have 15 in it, because I can get over $100 for this radio on eBay. Here's another one I picked up. This is another 80s boombox that you can have up on your shoulder like they did back in the day. It's a dual cassette. Both cassette players work. They eject. It's nice and clean inside. It plays, it fast forwards, it rewinds. It's got a 5-band graphic equalizer, so it's got 2 more than the other boombox. It's got all your stereo and mono modes, your cassette mode, AM, FM radio, the tuner, everything. This thing brings in radio stations perfectly, and it has its original antenna, and these speakers are removable, and you can use them as bookshelf speakers. This is by Panasonic. This radio right here just sold on eBay for $209 plus shipping. $209, and I paid $10 for it. I paid $5 for this one and $10 for this one off the same seller. So that's over $300 in 2 radios for $15 investment. 5 on one, 10 on the other. Another thing you want to look for at sales, and especially at barn sales, sales that are out in the country, anywhere where someone has a lot of implements and farm equipment, tractors, maybe someone has a place where they collect cars and stuff like that. Old vintage gas cans. It's got its original cap for the spout. It's got the little vent deal right here. It's in really good shape. It's clean. And it's got nice graphics on it all the way around. Look at how nice this can is. This is a really nice vintage gas can. And the reason why people want gas cans today for 2 reasons. They want to collect them and or they want to use them, because the brand new cans that you go out and buy in the stores today have the anti-spill spout on it, and every guy that has these cans hate them. They want the old cans because the new cans, they can't stand them. They're a pain in the neck to use, and anybody that's watching this video that has one of those cans knows exactly what I'm talking about. And this is why people want the old vintage gas cans. And this gas can right here, it's a 2 gallon. A 1 gallon just sold on eBay just a few weeks ago for $44 and change. And that was a 1 gallon. Because this is a 2 gallon, this one's worth between $50 and $65 for this gas can, and it's empty. And I paid only $1 for it at a household sale. It was sitting on the garage floor. And I says, what do you want for your gas can? She says, oh, give me $1 for it. And it's worth up to $60 because look how nice it is. And you can find these gas cans all the time, you guys. I run across them all the time. They'll always be dirty. You just wipe them down with some Dawn dish soap and some warm water, and you just wash them and you clean them like I did this one. This one was filthy when I bought it. And look how nice it cleaned up. Look at that. It cleaned up really, really nice. And so for $1, I can sell this on eBay for $60, up to $60. This is why you want to look for the old gas cans, and it's all kinds of old gas cans. The round ones, the square ones, the rectangular ones, old boat cans, gas cans for boats. Those get pretty good money. Those go for over $200 for a vintage boat gas can. So you always want to look for those. Fishing equipment. Never can go wrong with fishing equipment. You want to buy lures in their original boxes. I got these really, really cheap. I only paid like $1 to $2 per lure in their original boxes. So a lot of collectors like the old lures. And so whenever I see them real cheap, I pick them up. You can make good money as selling vintage fishing lures. Here's another one in its original little box. Here's another one in its original box. Just a couple bucks a piece, you guys, and lures go for really good money on eBay. Here's another one, a flatfish in its original box. And then there's this thing, which in all my years of collecting antique and vintage fishing equipment, and I used to sell to dealers, I never ran across one of these. And I don't know if any of you guys out there that fish have ever seen one of these. I know I haven't. And I've collected fishing, antique and vintage fishing equipment for decades. I used to have big collections, but it's in its original box, and it's a fisherman's ruler. And that's what it says on this side, and then that's what it says on this side. So, and then when you pull it apart, it's a knife. And this is a floating fisherman's knife that has a built-in ruler. Isn't that cool? So this is the kind of stuff, you guys, you'll find out there. You'll find all kinds of things. All kinds of things you'll find out there. Some things that have never been used. And I've mentioned it in past videos before, but I'm going to mention it again because it's worth noting. I went to a barn sale, and I found an unused, brand new Gold Bond Coleman lantern. They're rare. And I found it in the barn, and it had its original box and all its original papers from when it was sold brand new. And it was never burned, never used, in its original box. Asked her what she wanted for it, and she said $25. I threw it on an eBay auction, and I got over 14 people bidding on it, and some guy out in California ended up purchasing it the next morning when the auction ended, and he paid $711 for that Gold Bond lantern that I paid only $25 for. So when people in this country, you guys, don't have not even $500 saved up, there's no reason why you can't pick up cheap items at garage sales, yard sales. I mean, come on, you guys. I only paid $1 for this cam. $1. And it's worth 60 bucks. I only paid $5 for this radio, and it's worth over 100. I paid only $10 for this boombox, and it sold for over 200. So I'm telling you guys, there's all kinds of things. Here's something else that I always grab when I see it, as long as there's no chips, no cracks or nothing. English bone china cups. They're very dainty and they're very thin, made in England. And look at the gold gilding on that. Absolutely beautiful. This is something that will be sold to a horse lover, maybe on a ranch, on a farm. I always look for the English cups. Very, very nice. This one has a golf theme all the way around. All the way around. This mug right here was $3, and this one was $1. This one is worth $60, and this one is worth $55 on $4 investment. That's what they're worth, because that's what they've been selling for. So I'm telling you guys, you can take pennies on the dollar and buy really nice stuff at garage sales, yard sales, household sales, anywhere you see a sale along the side of a road, and pick stuff up, because you never know what you're going to find or what people have. And I'm telling you guys, you can make really good money. Another thing that I'll put in comps at the end of this video is vintage Samsonite luggage. This stuff, you guys, is going for insane prices, and I run across this stuff all the time. At the same household sale where I bought this radio for $5, I also ran across this beautiful two-piece of luggage that's vintage, and it's copper colored, and it's from the 1970s. And it doesn't look like it was ever used, or if it was gently used. This thing is very, very clean. It's by Sasson, and this is luggage that's pretty hard to find, you guys. And it's genuine leather. It's all real leather. And inside of this suitcase, when I opened it up, there was a carry-on bag for it. By the same company, Sasson. And look at this. It's all thick, heavy leather. Look at that. Really, really nice carry-on bag. So I got the carry-on bag, and I got the suitcase for $5. You throw this on eBay or on Etsy, you would make some pretty good money, because vintage luggage, people want the good stuff, you guys. They want the stuff that's quality, and they want stuff that just looks really, really cool. I mean, check that out. That is really, really neat. It's got these little roller wheels on it, and look at the shape that in. It's this real pretty copper color, and it's got a sheen to it. $5 for this with the carry-on. This is the kind of stuff you want to look for, you guys. You also want to look for golf heads, driver heads, and putter heads. I know nothing about golf, but when I look at what the putter heads and the driver heads are going for, not only do I look at the type that they are and what they're going for, but I write down the name and the type of driver that it is, because anytime that I'm out now, there's golf courses all over around where I live. Big time golfers come here because it's a tourist area. People come here from all over the United States, and they bring their golf equipment with them. They'll have sales. They'll sell off a driver that they used for a year, maybe 2 years, and then they'll sell it because they want to go get another one. Just the heads to these golf clubs, you guys, can fetch hundreds of dollars. Hundreds of dollars. I'll show you a comp in here where just covers, rubber covers for some putters went over $500 for just the covers that go over the putter clubs for playing golf. Over $500 for just the covers. So when you see a golf bag, check the golf clubs. Look at the golf heads. Look at what kind they are. Look at the brand that they are. Anything that you can find, make a list and write down the things that you're finding on eBay that are selling and for good money, and then go out and try to find those same heads, because you will find them. I know I'm going to be on the lookout for them because they make good money. So this is how you could go to sales, you guys, and make really, really good money, picking up things for just pennies on the dollar. Just wipe it down with a damp cloth, clean it up, throw it on eBay, list it, and sell it. Either under buy it now or in an auction, and make some money, you guys, and then put away a savings account. Build up a cushion, because where things are going in the world today, there's no excuse why people can't build up a cushion, because I just showed you just a handful of ways of how you can make hundreds of dollars on just a very small investment. If I add up everything that I just showed you right here, let's see, that would be 9, 14, 15, 20, 30, 38. $38 is what I spent on everything I showed you in this video, and I could get hundreds of dollars total with everything that I could sell right here, what I showed you in the video. The one radio's worth over 200, the other one's worth over 100, the smaller one went for 125, the can is worth 60, the luggage I could get $100 for, and the cups are worth between $50 and $60 a piece, all on a $38 investment. So I'm telling you guys, go out to sales. The weather's going to be getting nice. We have to wait here because the weather's been crappy, but once it gets nice, there's going to be lots of sales. We keep buying stuff, selling it online. You can make really good money doing this as a side gig, a side hustle, a part-time job. You could turn it into a full-time job. Hell, there's people out there that do this stuff for a living, you guys. Just picking and flipping, picking and flipping. That's all you have to do. Because I'll tell you what, not only do you find things that will make you good money, but you can also find things that you might want to keep that are pretty cool, that maybe remind you of better times. Draw out $40, $60 out of your bank account. Go buy some things that you know you can flip and make good money on it. And have a lot of fun searching for the things, because you guys, there is a ton of stuff out there for sale. Go get it, clean it up, sell it online, and make yourself a nice cushion in your savings account. And don't be like all these other Americans that don't even have $500 to their name. There's no excuse for that. I hope this helps. Here's the comps I'll show you at the end of the video. Thanks for watching, you guys, and we'll see you again in the next one. Bye-bye.